The coalition attacked 3 weeks later, a combined force of Raxian, Arcturian, and 5 other species fleets moving toward the Sol system. They expected to face the technology Earth had shown during the first Raxian attack. They were not ready. For the next level of humanity's defensive abilities, Captain Nicole Winters commanded the seemingly unarmed research vessel, Curiosity, at the edge of the solar system. As enemy ships began appearing in flashes of light, she calmly ordered, "Activate." The Mobius field space itself seemed to twist around the Sol system. The attacking fleet found their navigation systems not working, their targeting computers showing ghost signals and their ships appearing at wrong locations, some dangerously close to Jupiter's crushing gravity. From her command center under Olympus Mons on Mars, Commander Helen Gray activated Earth's true defensive grid. Phase 2 defenses online, deploying quantum interceptors and probability missiles. The alien coalition watched, in disbelief, as their carefully planned attack fell apart. Earth's weapons didn't just destroy ships. They seemed to change the basic rules of physics around them. Vessels were caught in bubbles where time moved differently. Weapon systems found their energy redirected through higher dimensions, and communication became impossible as quantum distortion fields activated. "We still haven't deployed the Nova-class ships," Helen noted to her executive officer, Amy Callahan. "Should we bring them online?" "Not yet," Amy replied, studying the battle information. "President Olivia wants to give them one more chance to leave, before we show them what Earth can really do when truly threatened." The coalition forces, facing technology they couldn't understand, began a messy retreat. As they fled, automatic beacons activated throughout their formation, broadcasting a simple message in all known languages. The galaxy was warned. Earth wasn't using its full strength. There is still more we haven't revealed. Think carefully about your choices in the conquered assembly. Panic spread as videos of the battle reached them. Susan stood again, her face serious. "We offered peace as equals. You chose conflict. This was only our second-level defensive ability. We sincerely hope there will be no need to show our offensive systems." The Arcturian Supreme Commander could not believe what he was seeing. His mighty fleet was running away in disorder. Ships reported impossible weapons effects. The Mobius field had twisted space so completely that some vessels reported being in multiple locations at once. Others found themselves suddenly far from their original positions. The Varaxian admiral watched his flagship systems fail one by one. Earth weapons bypassed their strongest shields as if they weren't there, his tactical officer reported in a shaking voice. "Their missiles seem to exist in multiple possible futures at once. They hit us before we even change course. Send the surrender signal," the admiral ordered. "We cannot fight an enemy that controls space itself on Earth." Kate watched the battle from her command center. The coalition fleet was breaking apart. Ships jumped away in all directions, leaving damaged vessels behind. "Hold fire on all retreating ships," she ordered. "We want them to tell others what they saw." President Olivia joined Kate in the command center. "Have we revealed too much?" she asked. Kate shook her head. "We showed them the Mobius field and quantum interceptors, but not the Nova ships or the Starforge technology. The coalition now knows we can defend ourselves against any known weapon in the galaxy, but they still don't know what we could do if we decided to attack across the solar system." Earth forces began recovery operations. Disabled alien ships were towed to secure locations. Their crews would be treated well and eventually returned to their worlds. A gesture of mercy that would send its own message. In orbit around Mars, Helen watched as the Mobius field generators powered down the massive devices, had performed perfectly, warping space in controlled patterns that confused and disabled the enemy fleet without destroying it. Amy approached with a data tablet. "The coalition lost 37% of their ships," she reported. "Most were disabled, not destroyed. We have 8,000 alien crew members in medical facilities. Send them our best doctors." Helen ordered. They should receive excellent care. The battle was over far more quickly than anyone had expected. Earth had faced the combined might of 8 advanced species and defeated them without revealing their most powerful weapons. The message was clear. Humanity was not to be underestimated. In the following days, Earth received communication requests from dozens of worlds. Some sought alliances, others trade deals. Many simply wanted assurance that Earth had no plans for conquest. Susan returned from the Concord station to report directly to President Olivia. The political landscape has completely changed. The coalition has disbanded. The Vraxians are suing for peace. The Arcturians want technological exchange. The smaller powers are scrambling to align themselves with us. What about the Concord itself? Olivia asked. They want to rewrite their charter. Susan answered, the old system of classifying and restricting advanced species is falling apart. They see now it only encourages deception. Kate joined the meeting, bringing the latest intelligence reports. The Talarians have gone public with our alliance. She said their ships helped protect our outer colonies during the battle. Now other formerly restricted species are reaching out to us. The Mbuzi Collective, the Danubian Alliance, even the reclusive Ophidians. Olivia considered this information. For centuries, the galaxy operated on fear. Powerful worlds were isolated or restricted. Now we have a chance to build something better. A community based on cooperation, not control. Do we reveal our remaining technologies? Susan asked. Not yet. Kate answered. We still need some secrets. The Nova ships remain hidden. The Starforge stays unknown. Let the galaxy adjust to what they've already seen. There may be other threats we don't know about yet. From her office in the lunar base, General Penny reviewed sensor data from the edge of the solar system. Strange readings had been detected coming from deep space. Something was moving out there beyond the reach of conventional sensors. Whatever it was massive, and it was heading toward the galaxy. Should we tell the President? She asked her aide. Not yet, the aide responded. Let her focus on the current situation. We need more information before we raise new alarms. Penny nodded but felt uneasy. The battle against the coalition had been won. Earth had established itself as a major power, but something told her the real test was yet to come. The readings from deep space worried her. They matched no known pattern, showed no familiar signatures. What if Earth had revealed its strength just in time for an even greater challenge? Across the solar system, humans celebrated their victory. Parties filled the streets of major cities. People who had lived in fear during the battle now rejoiced in their unexpected power. Earth had stood against the greatest forces in the galaxy and emerged victorious. But in secure facilities, military leaders studied the mysterious readings, wondering what new threat might be approaching. The galaxy had been warned. Earth wasn't using its full strength. Now they might need to reveal even more of their hidden power against whatever was coming from the darkness between the stars. 6 months after what historians now called the Revelation conflict, a new galactic political system had emerged. The Concord had ended its military ranking system for member species and created a new agreement based on mutual respect instead of power differences. Admiral Kate walked through Earth's main shipyard in the asteroid belt, checking the newly built vessels that no longer needed to be hidden. Beside her chief engineer, Patricia Weber explained the changes to their most advanced ships now. That we aren't hiding our quantum technology. We have improved efficiency by 60%. The Nova-class battleships can now cross the galaxy in days instead of weeks. Kate nodded, watching crews work openly on technologies that had been Earth's most carefully guarded secrets. And our new allies, the Talarians, have connected their living computer systems with our quantum technology. The results are amazing, Patricia replied. And the former Vraxian territories that asked for our protection now have their own defense systems based on our older models on Mars at the first truly equal galactic summit. President Olivia spoke to representatives from over 200 worlds. Earth's deception came from necessity, not hatred. History taught us that showing our full abilities would make us targets. Now we offer those abilities to help build a new galactic community, one where advancement is celebrated, not punished. In a quiet moment during the summit reception, Susan found herself talking with the Arcturian Prime Minister, once one of Earth's strongest critics. Your species hid remarkable achievements, the Arcturian admitted, was revealing them always. The plan. Susan smiled, stirring her drink. We hope to show ourselves gradually over hundreds of years. The attack forced us to act faster, but perhaps it was for the best. Secrets create fear. Openness creates possibility. As the reception continued, Commander Jane Phillips received an urgent message from Earth's farthest deep space monitoring. Station unknown readings from beyond the edge of the galaxy suggested something massive approaching something that made the recent conflict seem small. Jane studied the readings, then sent a secure message to Admiral Kate. The galaxy needed Earth to reveal its strength. Now it appears the timing couldn't have been better. Whatever is coming from outside the galaxy is unlike anything in our records. Kate read the message and looked up at the gathered alien representatives they had just begun to accept Earth as the technological wonder it was. Soon they would discover that humanity had been preparing not just for galactic politics, but for something far more dangerous that had always been approaching from the darkness between galaxies. Good thing we still have our best systems in reserve, she whispered to herself. The galaxy is about to need everything we've got. Kate called an emergency meeting with Earth military leaders and their new alien allies. The sensor data was clear. Something massive was entering the galaxy from intergalactic space. Initial readings suggested it was not a natural phenomenon. We believe it is an artificial structure, General Penny explained, showing the sensor images on the large screen. The size is difficult to comprehend, at least the mass of a small star, but with controlled movement patterns. The Tellarian representative Maya studied the readings with her 3 eyes. This matches ancient warnings in our oldest records, she said. Visitors from the void, who consume all they touch. We thought they were just myths. Similar stories exist in Arcturian history. Their ambassador added tales of world eaters that come from between galaxies every few million years. Earth had revealed much of its technology in recent months, but not everything. The most advanced weapons remained secret. The Nova-class ships with their reality-shifting drives. The Starforge that could create or destroy matter. The Nexus key that could access dimensional spaces beyond normal reality. These weapons had been built for one purpose: to defend not just Earth but the galaxy itself. Kate addressed the gathered leaders. We have prepared for this possibility for centuries, she admitted. It is why we developed technologies beyond anything in the known galaxy. It is why we built weapons that seemed unnecessary for mere planetary defense. We detected the first signs of this approach 50 years ago and accelerated our research. The aliens looked shocked. Humanity had been preparing for a threat no one else knew existed. President Olivia joined the meeting. We need to prepare the galaxy, she said. This is no longer about Earth or the conquered or old rivalries. This is about survival itself. The gathered representatives agreed to form a united defense alliance. Earth would share more of its advanced technology. The Tellarians would contribute their bioorganic computing, the Arcturians their energy manipulation systems. Even the Vraxians offered their shipbuilding capabilities. 2 weeks later, as the intergalactic object came closer, Kate stood on the bridge of the first Nova-class ship to be revealed to the galaxy. The massive vessel, powered by technologies that bent reality itself, moved into position at the head of the combined fleet. Around her ships from a dozen worlds formed a defensive line. Vessels that would have fought each other months ago now stood together against a common enemy. Patricia joined Kate on the command deck. The Starforge is online, she reported. We can now share the technology with our allies. It will take time to build more, but they now understand what we can do. Kate nodded. This was always the plan, she said. Not domination, but preparation. Not conquest, but protection. We hid our strength not from fear, but from wisdom. We knew this day would come. The intergalactic object, now visible to conventional sensors, revealed its true nature. A vast structure, half machine, half organic, that consumed everything in its path. Initial probes sent to study it never returned. Communication attempts received only strange echoes. The combined fleet moved into position. Earth vessels took the lead, their advanced shields and weapons ready for the first contact. The Nova ships activated their reality drives, allowing them to exist partially outside normal space, making them difficult to target or damage. This is Admiral Kate Lawson to all ships, she transmitted. The moment we have prepared for has arrived. Earth has revealed its strength layer by layer. Now there is no holding back. We face an enemy that threatens not just our worlds, but all life in the galaxy. The first attack came without warning. Energy beams of unknown composition lashed out from the intergalactic structure. The shields on several Vraxian vessels failed immediately, their ships breaking apart. Earth vessels responded their quantum weapons, tearing holes in the massive enemy, their Mobius fields bending space around enemy weapons, causing many to miss their targets. The battle had begun. The final test of Earth's hidden strength had arrived. Kate watched as her tactical display showed the massive enemy structure absorbing damage but continuing forward. "Activate the Nexus key," she ordered. "It's time to show our final technology." Deep within the Nova ship, engineers activated the most secret Earth weapon, the device that could open pathways to spaces beyond normal reality, creating tiers in the universe itself, through which energy and matter could be transferred. The Nexus key powered up its energy signature unlike anything the galaxy had seen before. As it activated, the space around the enemy structure began to warp and tear. The massive object found itself being pulled toward another reality. The aliens watched in awe as Earth revealed its ultimate weapon. The enemy that had seemed unstoppable was being removed from their universe, entirely drawn into a space between realities, where it could no longer threaten the galaxy. It was working. The intergalactic threat was being neutralized. Kate felt relief wash over her. Centuries of preparation had paid off. Humanity's secret strength, developed and hidden for so long, had saved not just Earth, but the entire galaxy. As the enemy structure disappeared through the reality tear, Kate addressed the combined fleet. "The threat is contained," she announced. "Earth has kept its greatest technologies hidden until they were truly needed. Now we offer our knowledge freely to all worlds. Together we can ensure the galaxy remains safe from any future threats." The response was immediate. Ships from every world sent messages of thanks and celebration. What had begun as fear of Earth's hidden strength now turned to gratitude. At the Galactic Summit, President Olivia addressed the gathered representatives. "The age of secrets is over," she declared. "Earth hid its true capabilities out of caution. Now we share them openly. Together, we build a new galactic order based on cooperation, knowledge, and mutual protection." The galaxy had been warned Earth wasn't using its full strength. Now they had seen what humanity could really do, and the future looked brighter than ever before. ND. The Vraxian attack came without warning. Their battleships appeared above Earth cities in bright flashes of light. The alien ships were huge dark metal monsters with weapons pointing down at the planet. They expected almost no resistance, they thought. Earth was weak. Lieutenant Allison Reed sat at her control station on what looked like a simple defense platform. The aliens could see it, but thought it was old technology, not worth worrying about. Allison watched her screens as the first Vraxian ships fired energy blasts at Major City Central Command. "This is Defense Station 5 requesting permission to activate real defenses," she said into her communicator. The station absorbed the alien attack without damage, but Allison made sure to send fake damage reports on open channels so the Vraxians would think their attack was working. "Permission granted, Lieutenant." "The masquerade ends today," said General Penny Walsh from the secret base under the moon. What happened next shocked every alien watching from nearby star systems. The simple-looking Earth defense platforms suddenly changed. Their outer shells fell away, revealing black shiny weapon stations with technology the Concord thought was impossible. The defending ships moved perfectly together, suggesting they had computer brains much better than allowed. The Vraxian commander expected an easy win. He watched in horror as his main ship's shields collapsed under weapons that somehow went right through them. His last message to his empire was simple: "We were tricked. Run away now." Earth is not what we thought. Around Jupiter, engineer Mary Ortiz activated the special communicators that sent deployment codes to Earth's hidden fleets. "All vessels activate and engage operation. Thunderhead is now active." From secret bases throughout the solar system, Earth's true military force appeared, thousands of ships designed with technologies humanity had publicly claimed to barely understand. As the ships moved in perfect formation toward the retreating Vraxians' communication channels across the galaxy, filled with confused and scared messages, The Galactic Concord's leader watched the battle information with growing fear. Why would they hide this? What else are they hiding? Allison felt her station shake as it transformed. More weapons emerged from hidden compartments. The fake hull plating fell away, revealing the true armor beneath. It was like watching a butterfly emerge from a cocoon. Except this butterfly had plasma cannons and quantum torpedoes. She targeted the nearest Vraxian cruiser. Her weapons locked on. The alien ship tried to raise stronger shields, but they did nothing against Earth's advanced technology. The Vraxian ship didn't explode, instead it simply shut down, as the special Earth weapon disabled its power core without destroying the ship. "We want prisoners, not bodies," General Penny had said during the briefing. "Show them we could destroy them, but choose not to. That sends a stronger message across the Earth." Defense network. The same scene played out, Vraxian ships disabled, not destroyed. Some managed to escape, jumping away to warn the others. The first wave of the alien attack force was defeated in less than 20 minutes, in space around Mars. Captain Julie Graham commanded a squadron of Earth fighters that had been hiding as mining vessels. Now they showed their true form. The small ships moved faster than anything the Vraxians had ever seen. They danced around the alien vessels, firing precise shots at engines and weapon systems. Julie watched her tactical display. The aliens were running. Their fleet admiral had ordered a full retreat. His ship jumped away first, followed by those that could still activate their engines. "Hold positions," Julie ordered her squadron. "Do not pursue. We only defend. We don't chase." In orbit around Earth, Kate watched from her command ship as the Vraxian fleet scattered. The plan had worked perfectly. They had shown just enough power to frighten the aliens without revealing everything Earth could do. The defeated Vraxians would tell others what they had seen. It would make other alien powers think twice before attacking. Engineer Mary sent the second set of codes, shutting down the most advanced weapons and hiding them again. Some technologies would remain visible now that the secret was partly out, but the most powerful systems would go back into hiding, saved for if they were truly needed on the moon base. General Penny watched the battle end. The first test of Earth's true military had been a complete success, but she knew this was just the beginning. The Vraxians would be back with more ships, and other alien powers would now see Earth as a potential threat. Kate sent a message to all Earth forces. "Well done, everyone. The first phase is complete. Most ships return to hiding positions. Defense platforms maintain current configuration. Show them our second-tier capabilities only. The rest goes back into the shadows." In her office, President Olivia prepared to address humanity. The secret kept for so long was now partly revealed. She needed to explain why Earth had hidden its strength without causing panic. The average person had no idea their government had built such powerful weapons or made such advanced technology. The Galactic Concord sent urgent messages demanding explanations. Earth diplomats stalled for time. They needed to coordinate their story. The partial reveal had been planned for years. They knew exactly what to say and what to keep hidden. Kate left her command ship and took a small shuttle to the moon base. She needed to meet with General Penny and the other military leaders face to face. They had to plan for what came next. The Vraxians would tell everyone about Earth's unexpected strength. Other alien species would be curious. Some would be afraid. Others might want to become allies. Now Earth needed to manage these reactions carefully as her shuttle flew toward the moon. Kate looked back at Earth. It looked peaceful from space, blue and white and beautiful, but everything had changed today. The illusion of weakness was gone. Now the real game of galactic politics would begin. The first battle was over. Earth had won without losing a single ship or person, but Kate knew the real challenge was just beginning. How much more of their technology should they reveal? How would they explain the deception they had maintained for years? Would the aliens accept Earth as a new power, or would they unite against this unexpected threat? Only time would tell. But one thing was certain. The galaxy now knew that Earth wasn't what it seemed, and they hadn't even seen what humans could really do if pushed too far. The Concord called an emergency meeting as news of the Vraxian defeat spread. Representative Susan Martinez stood calmly before the alien assembly, facing angry questions and demands from many different species. For hundreds of years you have sorted civilizations based on how dangerous you think they are, Susan said, her voice strong in the large room. Those you decided were too advanced faced rules, limits, or worse. Like what happened to the Talarians and the Mbuzi collective Earth chose a different path. We hid who we really are. The Arcturian delegate stood up on his four legs. This trick has never happened before. You broke 17, conquered rules about sharing technology. Susan smiled a little. Rules made to find and control rising powers. We studied your history well. The galaxy doesn't welcome equals, it creates servants in a secure room next to the main hall. Admiral Kate met with the Concord's military council. On the table between them, she placed a small device that showed a light picture of Earth's military power, still only showing a fraction of what truly existed. This is just a friendly briefing, Kate explained to the shocked alien officers. Earth has kept defense abilities beyond your knowledge for one purpose: freedom. We do not want an empire, but we will not be controlled. Meanwhile, on Earth, President Olivia spoke to humanity. Today marks the end of our strategic hiding. The galaxy now knows some of our true strength, enough to ensure our independence, but not enough to show all our advantages, as the Vraxian Empire began moving their main battle fleets after their defeat. Lieutenant Linda Foster of Earth Intelligence reported finding unusual messages between several Concord species. They're forming a group, Admiral 7, species maybe 8. They don't trust us now that they know we've been hiding our abilities. Kate nodded with a serious face, and we still haven't shown them what we can really do. After the meeting, Susan walked through the Concord space station. Aliens looked at her differently now, some with fear, others with interest, a few with respect. Earth was suddenly important in galactic politics. Susan entered a private communication room and connected with Kate. They reacted exactly as we predicted. She said, the Arcturians are leading the coalition against us. The Vraxians want revenge. The smaller powers are splitting, some wanting to ally with us, others afraid of us. How much time do we have? Kate asked. 3 weeks, maybe 4. Susan answered. They think they know what they're facing. They have no idea what else we have. Kate thought about the weapons Earth still kept hidden. The Mobius field that could bend space itself. The quantum interceptors that could stop attacks before they happened. The probability missiles that could hit targets in multiple possible futures at once. These technologies were far beyond what Earth had revealed. Prepare the next level defenses, Kate ordered, but keep the Nova ships hidden. We still need some surprises in. The following days, Earth diplomats met with representatives from many worlds. Some came seeking alliances, others information. All wanted to know how Earth had hidden so much for so long. Ambassador Elena Cruz met with delegates from 15 smaller worlds who feared the coming conflict. Your worlds are not our target, she assured them. Earth seeks only to protect itself. We have no interest in conquest or control. The Talarians, once a powerful species until the Concord restricted their technology, approached Earth secretly. Their ambassador Maya met with Susan in a secure location. We recognize what you did, she said. We did not hide our abilities and paid the price. Perhaps together we can change how the galaxy works. Susan agreed to a secret alliance. The Talarians would share their bioorganic computing technology. Earth would help them rebuild some of their restricted systems. Together, they might stand against the coalition forming against Earth on Mars. Commander Helen Gray oversaw the preparation of the defense grid. Under the surface of Olympus Mons, engineers activated systems that had been built in secret for decades. Helen watched as technicians tested the Mobius field projectors. The devices warped space and controlled patterns, creating defensive bubbles where physics itself could be altered. I never thought we'd actually use these, she said to her executive officer, Amy Callahan. We built them, hoping we would never need them. Amy nodded, studying the test results. The coalition fleet will be much larger than the Vraxian attack force. We might need everything we have. In Earth orbit, the defense platforms continued their transformation, showing more of their true capabilities but still hiding the most advanced. Systems workers moved in spacesuits, adding weapons and shields that had been kept hidden until now. The Vraxians sent a final warning to Earth. Surrender your military technology or face destruction. Their message included images of their approaching fleet, thousands of warships gathering at the edge of their territory. President Olivia met with her Security Council. The coalition is making a mistake. Kate said, they think they know what they're facing. They saw our second-tier weapons and believe. That's all we have. They don't understand we showed them exactly what we wanted them to see. Olivia looked at projections of the coming battle. How many casualties? If we use the Mobius field and quantum interceptors, minimal. Kate answered, we can disable their ships without destroying them. But they won't stop unless we show them something truly frightening. The president nodded. Do what you must, but remember, we want peace, not war. Show them enough to end this quickly. As the coalition fleet began moving toward Earth, anxiety spread across human colonies and settlements. People who had never known about the secret military preparations now worried about alien invasion. The government released limited information explaining that Earth was well defended, without revealing the full extent of their capabilities. In her command center, Kate reviewed the final defense plans. She had divided Earth's forces into visible and shadow fleets. The visible ships would engage the coalition directly. The shadow fleet would remain hidden until needed using their advanced stealth technology. Lieutenant Linda reported from her intelligence post. The coalition believes they have superior numbers. They expect to overwhelm our defenses with a massive coordinated attack. Kate smiled. They have no idea what they're walking into. The countdown to confrontation had begun. Earth had revealed some of its strength, but kept its most powerful weapons in reserve. Soon, the coalition would learn that humans had been holding back far. More than anyone imagined, the galaxy was about to witness the next layer of Earth's true power. Earth kept a big secret for many years. Since aliens first came to visit in 2157, humans acted like they were not very strong or smart. This was all part of a plan made by Admiral Kate Lawson and President Olivia Bennett. They knew alien groups often attacked worlds that seemed too powerful. The trick was very careful. Earth only showed old ships during space exercises, kept their computer brains simple in meetings, and never showed their best weapons. Meanwhile, hidden behind Neptune waited the real Earth fleet. These ships had special engines that bent space-weird black hole weapons and mind-linked battle systems that were much better than what the aliens had. They think we can barely protect our own sun system, Kate said during a secret meeting while looking at light pictures of alien ships moving around. They have no idea our shields can stop their strongest attacks or that we know where all their bases are. This plan worked for many years. Earth seemed like a nice weak member of the space community. The aliens called themselves the Galactic Concord. But then the Vraxian Empire, who were old enemies of the Concord, caught Commander Samantha Mason during her normal patrol. Even when they hurt her, she told them nothing about Earth's real power, but her silence made the Vraxians wonder. They needed to know what Earth was hiding. The Vraxians tried talking, but it did not work. They started getting ready for what they called a safety attack against Earth. In the war room, Kate heard her friend Diane Harper say what everyone was thinking. They are about to learn why we have been hiding. Earth did not want war. Their leaders worried about what would happen if the Conquered knew how strong humans really were. They had seen what happened to other advanced worlds in the past. Some were forced to follow strict rules. Others were attacked until they were weak. Some even had their planets taken away. Each day, Kate checked the secret fleet. The real ships had special metal that absorbed energy and could bend light to stay invisible. Space stations that looked simple and weak were actually powerful battle centers with weapons that could cut through any known shield in her office. Olivia looked at reports from spies in Vraxian space. The aliens were definitely planning something big. Their ships were moving toward jump points that would bring them to Earth fast. We stick to the plan, Kate told her officers during the final meeting. We let them think they caught us by surprise. We let them think their first attack worked. Then we show them just enough of our real power to make them leave. Not everything. Just enough to scare them. The waiting was the hardest part. Humans across the solar system went about their normal lives, not knowing what was coming. Only the highest military leaders knew the full truth. Some ships' captains had sealed orders they could only open if attack came. Others had hidden compartments in their ships with real weapons hiding behind fake ones. Earth. Space looked calm. A few patrol ships moved in normal patterns. Defense stations sent routine signals. The early warning system that could actually detect ships 50 light-years away stayed silent in public channels, while in secret it tracked the coming Vraxian fleet. Kate stood on the bridge of her command ship disguised as a simple supply vessel. She watched her screen as the first Vraxian scout ships entered the outer system. They moved with confidence, thinking they were unseen, the real. Earth sensors tracked every ship, recording their weapon shield patterns and communication signals. This information will help when the fight starts, Kate thought. But she hoped the fight would end quickly. The plan was not to destroy the Vraxians, but to shock them, to show them Earth was not worth attacking. The final intelligence came in. The main Vraxian attack fleet would arrive in less than 6 hours. Kate sent the alert code to all hidden ships. Prepare, but stay hidden. Show nothing until the signal comes. In cities across Earth, people went to sleep, not knowing that above them space itself was about to change. Earth had kept its secret for many years. After tonight, the galaxy would know that humans were not what they seemed. The masquerade was about to end. The night before the attack, Kate sat alone in her room. She looked at pictures of her family and friends. They did not know what her real job was. They thought she worked in space traffic control, not as the leader of Earth's secret fleet. Tomorrow everything would change. Earth would still hide its full power, but enough would be shown to change how aliens saw humans. Forever, Kate checked the final reports. All ships were ready, all weapons charged, all crews at their stations. The trap was set. Now they just needed the Vraxians to spring it. The stars looked peaceful that night, but soon they would light up with weapons fire. The galaxy had been warned in small, careful ways over the years. Hints dropped in meetings, comments made by diplomats, small demonstrations of unexpected skill, but no one listened. Now there would be no more warnings. Earth had tried peace. Now it would show just enough strength to ensure it was left alone. The countdown began.